Nate. What's up? How's it going? Changes. Hello. What's up? Hope you're doing well. Started a bit later than I initially was hoping for, but that's fine. It's been so long since I played this. I don't even remember the last time I streamed this. But I do know that we stopped after chapter 4 ended, which we lost our computer friend. Hello Jesse, what's up? I'm not gonna lie. I think it's been like quite a few. I don't even remember. Yeah, it's been like weeks, months. I don't know. Wait, is this where I? Shoot, am I even on the right file? I don't even remember. Hey, what's up, James? How's it going? Wait, how do I? Just installed new security system yesterday. Ah, nice. Okay, wait, let me how do I? Is it too late to? Okay, you know what? It's been so long that I need to recheck what file I'm on. I don't want to accidentally use the. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's chapter 5, but I just want to make sure. How's it going? Doing good, thank you. I'm doing pretty well. Ate lunch, had some sandwich. Okay, let me. I have a boatload of files. Okay, so jeez, this is what happens when you save in a bunch of files. Okay, so damn, what's this game about? So basically, a bunch of students get stuck in a school building, and if you want to get out of the school, you have to kill somebody and get away without having others figure out who. It's basically like Among Us, like a psychological Among Us. Okay, so I can. So by looking at the dates, I last played March 7th. Jeez, that was long time, huh? Okay, so it is this one? No, yes. Yeah, this one. Okay. Did you have a bacon, egg, and cheese? I did not. Okay, apparently I'm in this part, I guess. Just have to make sure I'm. Oh man, it would have been embarrassing if I was on the wrong chapter. But yeah, this is pretty much like Among Us. There used to be more than there was like how many students were there? Like 15 or 13? No, I think there was like 15 students. Now there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like less than 10. But yeah, basically kind of not really. I guess it's not really spoiler anymore at this point. But people die, so we just need to figure out who did what. Gotta watch for sussy students. Yes. Who's the sussy Baka? Speaking of Baka, oh, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. You're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you?
Huh?
Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
I forget, she's like obsessed with the Zood. Stop talking and embrace yourselves. You'll be here any second. You show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But... I feel like... I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like my camera looks a little off. Let me just reset it. Okay. Okay. So there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again?
Hmm.
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... or what?
What?
Jesus. Not Jesus, it's Monokuma. Yo ho ho, did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If you all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. It's me. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
Oh yeah, she's been like... Okay, so... My memory's coming back. So, I think... An investigation happened. We're trying to find out... There's an extra student that none of us knew about. So, like, somewhere between chapter, like, 4. And... Kyoko went missing. We found a dead body that was burnt. So, we couldn't tell who it was. So, I guess now she's back and not dead. Wanna grab some Chick-fil-A for lunch? Hey, nice. I like some Chick-fil-A. I haven't had that for a while. I really like their spicy chicken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive. No, that's a ghost. It's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some for of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? So selfish, so spoiled. Alright, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Once the Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die.
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? It's alright, now we gotta deal with a ghost. A ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. The emergency meeting. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But...
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. I don't know about that. Nothing happy ever happens in this game. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Actually, you know what? Okay, so... Let me see the evidence we have. So So let's see. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were however dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Right. Yeah, this body. So we found the body. Let's see. So 9 a.m. Toko went to go get the pickaxe and found the body there. Found a knife, tarps. Kuro Ikusaba is the extra student that we figured out last chapter. Okay. I think we have a general idea of what happened. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
you went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right.
Second floor? One thing that annoys me is so many times this guy just repeats what other people say when they literally just say it. Like right there when she was like, oh, I went to just investigate the second floor. He's like, the second floor? Like, bro, you not listening? There aren't many or any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. Finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Nani? Oh.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? It's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Oh, that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. And just overthinking what she said, right? We'll see about that. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. Well, thank you for adding absolutely nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bro, 6 people? There were 16 people. I guess there was 15, but secretly a 16th person at the beginning of the game. And now there's like a handful of us. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. I remember when I mentioned take a shot every time someone says despair in this game. Because they really like that word. Sorry, I just talked over you, Monokuma, but yeah, like, you'll hear the words hope and despair a lot in this game. They say it like so many times. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show. Oh boy. Who's gonna die? So the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, yes, please. Wow, look at the frames when I'm like going through the selections. So this is a lot of information. I might possibly fail. You know, it's been a while since I played. I might not do so well, but so forgive me on that. Look at all these skills I don't have. Just to make sure I'm gonna save one more time. Okay, let's start.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Boy.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
She's like, bruh.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Oof, I don't know. I mean, if I recall, the face was like, you can't see the face because it got burned pretty badly, and their piercing glare doesn't really...
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh,
She did say that.
you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. If I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. Bro, who cares what this guy says? So I don't have any choice but to... Okay, I guess we're doing this. Oh god, an exploded body analysis, fake nails.
Kyoko there is just a
Hold on,
ghost.
hold on. Let me just refresh my memory on what buttons to press. Okay, so R button is basically like slow down time. B is fast forward. X to fire the truth bullet. L to open your truth cylinder and use left. Okay, yeah, this is to pick the truth bullets. A for silencer. Right, okay, I remember.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Well, that body is Kyoko's. I know I can prove it. Oh, that.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Right hand, exploded body, and now.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This
I'm gonna
entire
try.
discussion is idiotic.
I'm gonna try the tattoo. If that's not it, then. Alright, let's step forward.
Kyoko, impossible. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing.
Oh, okay, that wasn't it.
Shoot! That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
This one, maybe?
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up.
Up in the explosion.
Then
Oh,
she was
no.
wearing
Oh,
gloves
that's
before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing.
Actually, wait.
Because that corpse is absolutely
Kyoko, this entire discussion is idiotic.
Maybe the fake nails? I mean, like, why would you wear fake nails and gloves? I mean, I guess some people make
Okay,
do that. I don't know.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Gosh, I am.
No, there's
I
no
cannot
way the
struggle now,
corpse was
please.
wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Wow.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
You know, for once I'm agreeing with Byakuya.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
This guy, man. Identify the victim. Alright, well. I mean, it has to be the 16th student, right? Brain pillars, exploded body, tattoo on the hand.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
Look at that
Gotta be
voice.
some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
And there's nothing else we can do,
Right?
One thing that can't tell us was on the victim's own body.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way... I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Oh, if we can't identify the body...
No, it's wrong.
Okay, we got it.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Ooh, an unusual death. This I gotta see.
What's wrong with these people?
Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh,
Seriously?
okay.
You really did something that humiliating?
Relax,
That's not
man.
it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Share tattoo to other information about how the victim's identity should become clear. Okay, so
I got it!
this.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is oh, this. Oh boy. I don't know. Oh, a wolf. Figured it out very quickly.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female
I heard
giant.
about Loki season 2 being in production soon.
man, after all this time,
Okay,
we
for that.
finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Man.
Are you
So
saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a
the
full
mastermind
trial?
is dead. We never even found out what she looked like. And now we're gonna figure out who killed her.
It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at
Or
all.
quote unquote, yeah, quote unquote mastermind.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Taiwan. Thank you for the sub. Monokuma Hump Day. See. Monokuma Hump Day. How's it going?
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other
How's it
information
going?
came
Oh,
from...
doing pretty well. I realized the last time I played this game was like I think March. Somewhere between March and April. It's been like almost 2 months. I thought I finished this trial. I completely forgot I didn't even start the trial.
Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
It's been a it's been a very long time, but I still I remember clearly now. At first I wasn't so sure. I had like vague memories, but now I'm like oh, I remember what happened. So
So that means Yoko
I
got
think
it
we can manage to not get a game over.
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been
Mukuro
gone this
Ikusaba.
whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
I swear, every time I'm streaming, there's always some stupid driver driving with their loud car that probably doesn't even look that nice, going across this neighborhood, and then the days I'm not streaming, there's absolutely nothing. It's just quiet. Like, okay. They're just like against me.
which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first
So
and
he sits down on his
foremost.
little throne.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Wow.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
That's a murderer among us.
Hammer that point straight into your big old brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the
there
culprit
goes
are
the
part of
Monokuma
the
music.
student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all
Look, it
along!
was surprising enough to be 16 people. I don't need a 17th one.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects. I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I have no idea. Mukuro and the headmaster, Coco and Genocide Jack, Makoto and Kyoko. No. Probably me.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The whole
We found
time we were
Monokuma dead.
very
Quote, unquote,
careful
we found
not
him
to go
dead, but not
anywhere
really
alone.
dead.
We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Yeah, that's... Yep, thank you for repeating that. That's what we've been saying for this whole time. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that,
Yes.
I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
Objection.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Oh, I don't...
I got it!
I do... I was gonna say I
The
don't
body
remember,
must
but I
have
do
been
remember.
discovered
Because I
at
remember
9 a.m.
someone talking
Since
about
that's
it.
when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
So sometime after 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. And I don't have an out. Yes, that's what we just said. Oh my goodness. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Oh my goodness. Alright. Don't the sprinklers activate within a certain time?
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Just in case I'll have it open.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Huh.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Now, question is, what do I counter and what do I use? It's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. But the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established
Okay,
a time
so
frame for the
definitely
murder.
this, right? The sprinklers. We didn't figure
It
out.
took place somewhere
Honestly, I
between
don't
10
remember
o'clock
when
at
the
night
sprinklers go off. I know it's in the morning.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe the 7 a.m. one?
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Okay, well, I think this is wrong. Okay, that's wrong.
Shoot!
I know it's something to do with the sprinklers, man. Can I, like, how to find
We've
a
established a time frame for the murder.
Oh, no, there isn't. Oh, no. Figure this out.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
I don't know.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
That was not.
So Makoto,
Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Oh, man, I am... I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stumped. The sprinklers go off... I don't remember what time the sprinklers go off. I just know it's in the morning.
We've established
a time frame
for the murder. It took place
somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah, from 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Oh my goodness.
So Makoto, if you have
Any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time frame for the murder.
You're gonna just hear these lines.
It took place
many
somewhere
times.
between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of
I
that
use the
time.
7:30. Does the
Yeah,
sprinklers
from
activate at
10
7:30?
To 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder.
What if I use this on
So
the
Makoto, if you
I don't.
have any
That's probably not
objections,
gonna work.
now
I'm
would
just
be-
trying anything at this point.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Alright.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock
just-
in the morning.
Did I miss?
Yep, and
that
Makoto
really
doesn't have
miss?
an alibi.
alibi from
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I'm probably this is
That's
most
more
likely
than
wrong.
enough time
But
to
you know
commit
what?
murder. So Makoto, if you
I
have any
can't-
objections, now would be
I'm not gonna figure things out if I don't start shooting stuff.
We've
So,
established a time
I'll
frame
try
for the murder.
whatever.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
No. Maybe the sprinklers?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Oh my god. I knew it was the sprinklers. Damn it. I just. Okay. Whatever. I knew it the
Actually,
whole time.
the murder couldn't have happened anywhere
pretend
near
like I was
10
confused.
o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
First try.
I remember this part
First
perfectly.
try.
The body
Just
was
Twitch
wet.
acting, you know, I have to pretend
Dripping
like I
wet,
was
in fact.
confused. You know, it wouldn't be fun if I just kept getting everything right too quickly now. Drip, wet.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why!
The mouth down south. Alright, those like interesting words. You prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Tokyo, Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If you look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh my goodness. No! Is it the rhythm game? Oh shit. I don't know how to play the rhythm game. Wait. Okay, as you continue to match the rhythm, you'll have the chance to lock into enemy standing. This one, press the A button. Okay. Reload is the Y button. Press R to activate Fever Time, which consumes focus gauge. Okay. The that time. I remember that. Okay. I think I remember
I
that.
admit nothing. No! Enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No!
Oh,
How can you say it was
shut your
should
stupid
prove
head
it.
up. First try. Yo, I totally see the rhythm game. I wasn't worried about the rhythm game at all.
Just remember
I'm so
what the
good at
body
it.
was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
So there wasn't sweat in there.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on.
Everyone's
The
just
reason only
confused.
the top half was wet was because... While the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Then I guess
Shouldn't, if he threw water on it, shouldn't the entire body have been even like just a little bit wet? Like, it'd be a little weird for the bottom have to be completely dry.
So if the
he did
sprinklers
that.
didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
I mean, whatever.
sometime after the
Maybe I'm
sprinklers
just
turned
not
on
right.
at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
The ultimate water thrower.
Right?
Yeah, he was just like,
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
because the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Makoto's killer is. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Oh. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Yeah, shut up, you
You got
stupid
it,
bear.
boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
See, I played, even if I haven't played this game for like about a month or so, I still know that the person that they blame or think is the culprit is usually not the culprit, and it ends up being someone completely different that we weren't expecting. Or at least I wasn't expecting.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Wow, way to drag me down, huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, that's true. Certain something at the scene was used to cover the body. The tarp? Wait.
I got it!
He's the
You're
ultimate
talking about
fire.
the tarp,
Well,
aren't
the
you?
ultimate water thrower is now the ultimate Sasibaka.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body
What if
with
it
the
was me?
tarp,
I just didn't
and
realize
that'd
it.
take care of the water.
That'd be an interesting twist.
In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Oh, damn. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? I mean, can't be biased. It could be anyone. Oh, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. It was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I had to refute what Kyoko said. Make me do the rhythm game again. That was so much easier. Oh man, I don't want to do this. Body before explosion, body analysis, fragments of your body. Oh. Give me some
By
bullets,
covering
man.
the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side
Thank you.
was the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh god, there's too many things to... Remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Yaki even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us. Yes.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
The body before the explosion
So
started?
the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side was the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since since it was facing down toward the body,
Of course it
didn't get dirty.
Alright, you know what? I missed. Let's just start with the last
Covering
statement.
the body with the tarp.
I guess I'll
The
just
killer
get these out of the
prevented
way.
it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty is because the sprinkler got that.
But the underside of the it was
Gonna
totally
eat.
spotless,
Alright,
right?
enjoy your meal.
Because that side was since it was facing down.
Of course it didn't get.
Oh, first try.
No,
Hey,
it's wrong.
big brain.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? What was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood?
That's a good
Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Got blood from right there in the garden, right? Does this mean... what does that mean? The chicken? I don't know. I want to pick the chicken so bad. Oh god. I don't know.
I got it!
Wait, was I actually right?
Could it have been
Oh.
chicken blood?
Hey, yeah, look at me. I totally knew that.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
That's pretty dark.
Man, that's messed up.
I got a free sandwich who wants. Oh, what kind of sandwich?
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Come here. You get vote. It's Carlos.
I wonder if
Carlos
the
will never
killer
die.
had to get the blood from the scene so
Oh,
they
the
wouldn't
Chick-fil-A
get
sandwich.
spotted
Oh, I thought you
walking
meant like a
around.
different free sandwich.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my
Where did
theory.
the chicken go?
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Still want that bacon, egg, and cheese, huh? Honestly, I could go for some
The
right now.
ground
I
was
haven't had bacon, egg, and cheese in a
completely
while. Normally, I would also get like sausage, egg, and cheese. That's also pretty good. I mean, there's a
But I
deli,
have
like
to
there's like
agree,
2 delis
that
nearby my
certainly
place,
is
like
strange.
2 minutes away. So if I felt like it, I could always just go and buy some.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Covered it beforehand?
Sauce is my go-to. Sauce is really good. Sauce age.
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they've already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that
That's some
off,
pretty interesting maneuvers.
wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Wow, that's...
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Well, that's the problem. The suspicion falls back on me again. Why? They're trying to entrap me. I don't understand. Nice! The suspicion is back on me, and now I might possibly die.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin.
Yo,
50-50
hell yeah, my
odds.
boy. Yo, let's flip a coin. What? Just like the Yu-Gi-Oh game last time. Yo, let's flip a coin.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
It's a pretty good idea to me.
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Either that knife is very long or the body is very thin.
So, what about
If
it?
it went from front all the way to back,
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife
Yeesh.
somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
what's more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? How do you hang on to it, Makoto? Oh, I remember this. Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Guys, I'm not the
Knife we found
Sasibaka,
stuck
I
in the body
swear.
came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Oh boy, I'll do this again. Please don't give me like 10,000 bullets. Oh god.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then... that seals it! Makoto did it!
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
You guys saw that, right? I hit the...
You took
Alright.
that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
You're already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means when the knife was thrust through the coat, into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it.
Makoto, just because I had them, that automatically made...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed
What a
her.
horrible man you are, Makoto.
It was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
You,
was afraid of
this guy's dead body bullet, I'm assuming?
If he did have that knife, that seals it.
Look, just because I had them, that automatically made...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are.
Oh god, I don't know.
The knife we found lodged in...
Look at what we
It's
can
the same
find.
one we gave to Makoto.
That doesn't feel like
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it.
Look, just because I had them, that automatically made...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Let's try
So
this.
there's no
Okay, never
question.
mind.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Alright, let's just try this out.
The knife we found
We gotta
lodged
try
in...
It's
something.
the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife before, that seals it.
Look, just because I had them, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is...
Here we go.
No, it's wrong.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Making the stab twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it!
File.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Playing Crash and St. Trilogy and watching.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Totally forgot about
I saw the picture you sent the server. Crash.
And the knife...
Was just
That one
another piece of
box.
camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway
I don't
on
have to
this.
do it. Only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. I'm thinking the fragments, but just to make sure, I want to look at the other.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Oh, nice.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
We missed one box in 2 levels.
You know,
I hate when that happens. Being collectible and something, you just miss one thing. Maybe waiting for Spyro 4 to happen already. Been a while for new games.
That's only natural.
Yeah, Spyro.
Because, of course.
Yeah. I remember playing that as a kid. Good times.
We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Hopefully something is 25th anniversary next year.
Anyway,
Maybe.
the culprit's
I
motive
mean,
is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
who knows?
They wanted the knife wound to
Speaking
look
of
like
that,
a fatal injury so that we'd
You guys saw the
Makoto.
indie showcase today?
And the only
Once again,
one who
us
would
Silk
benefit
Song
from that
fans have been clowns, and coping.
is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Another year of the dragon. We'll see. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate in the water. Oh, cool, just one bullet.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
That's a lot of information. That will be poetic if another release of the Year of Dragon. That one was pretty poetic, I guess. That was a cover up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Only leaves.
Then, shall we continue the
Oh
debate?
god.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her
Oh,
for sure.
Well, yeah.
She was already
Told
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
Okay. Let's see.
body.
The bullet didn't even reach.
Then, shall we
I don't
continue
know.
the
debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
She was already told.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was a...
Oh. Okay. Well, not gonna lie, I have no idea.
Then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's
Fatal injury has...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
Yeah?
she was already...
And it wasn't me because of the knife. And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds.
So, you know what? Let me test something. So,
Then shall we continue?
continue the debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't
Okay.
kill her for sure.
how did that
Well, yeah.
I hit
She
the
was already
that
totally
pink
dead when that happened.
sentence, but okay.
And it wasn't me because of the knife. And then there's only one other thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That's
no,
gotta be
that's
it.
cool.
There was
Oh.
evidence that showed she was
I
hit on the back of her
Pressed
head.
it
And
again.
more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh, the bullet doesn't work on the last 2 points.
Then shall we continue the debate?
Alright, let me just test some stuff
The
out.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Not the first one either. I might get a game over just to.
Then shall we
Figure it
continue
Continue
the
the
out.
debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I don't think it's that.
Well, yeah.
she was already...
And it wasn't me because of the knife. And then
Ah,
there's only one
please.
other
Why does it
thing.
do that?
Oh yeah. According to the
So.
Monaco, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that
You
showed
have
she was
to
hit on the
use
back of
one
her
And
of
more than
these
that,
points that they're
the
making.
victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Weren't fresh, so maybe.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I think I might know.
She was already...
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue?
Continue the debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me because and then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across
Across her entire body.
Wow, this is gonna take a long time to figure out.
Then shall we continue
The debate.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Alright, one more chance to figure this out.
Then shall we continue
I'm
the
not
debate?
gonna lie, I have
The
no idea.
victim's
I don't even
fatal
remember what the
injury
file
has yet
said
to be
about.
determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
And it wasn't me because of the and then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I'm stumped. Let me think here. So, knife stab wound, explosion, and the multiple wounds on its body, but they weren't fresh, so clearly it wasn't the explosion or the knife. Alright,
Then shall we continue?
Continue the debate?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the muff, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Then shall we
Continue the
If it
debate?
isn't this, I might.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Wait, is it this?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I'm second guessing.
Well, yeah.
She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife. And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed
And more than that, the victim had suffered.
countless wounds across her entire body.
Alright, boys. I get it.
Then shall we
Continue
continue?
the debate?
Here we go.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be correct.
Oh,
No, it's wrong.
never mind.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her
We're
body?
still in the game. We have
Didn't
not.
have anything to do with
No
it?
game over yet.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh, yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Damn.
I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Wow, that's quite graphic.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to
Wasn't
figure
expecting
out
that.
what
I
killed
wasn't
her,
expecting
right?
him to
It
feel
just
that
so
way, but
happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
why does she
Surely
keep on
you
telling me?
deduced the
Bro,
real
do it
murder
yourself, you
weapon?
lazy. Alright. The real murder weapon. Oh my goodness. I have evidence. No way, was it? Was it? I don't know, man. How am I supposed to? Okay, that was also one of the ball of duct tape.
I got it!
Oh,
Mukuro was hit in the
I got it
back
right.
of the head with something. And that's what killed him.
it's kind of bittersweet moving into a new job. I start my new job on Wednesday. Hey, nice.
And that
Good for you,
something
man.
was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Hope that goes well when
Arrow.
the time comes.
That's what the Cobra attacked Mukuro with?
I put my 2 weeks notice last week, and then they took all my accounts and everything.
Indeed. There's no doubt
Wow,
about it.
Sounds like quite the hassle.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
Look at this
I'm not
Simpson.
back talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Squirrels in her pants, if you know what I mean. I don't have anything to do here. Oh. Such a mood. Maybe they just want me to chill. I mean, hey. I mean, might as well. Alright, so the bloody duct tape. Okay,
The titanium arrow.
Wood block key and. What's the other one?
It was in the dojo
Wood block
locker,
key
right?
and arrows.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
Head it up.
You don't sound convinced.
Well,
What's the problem?
Hopefully not.
Well, because in the Monokuma file, It said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
If it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough, which is why they used
The titanium arrow.
right?
It was in the dojo locker. I have
No doubt that was the murder.
You gotta be kidding me. That counted as me hitting that and not the
Sound
purple.
convinced.
It said the weapon must have been about as thick as
What?
a metal
I totally
It seems like
hit
an
that.
arrow would just be too thin.
Yeah, you know, that's cool. You know, I mean, it's not like
To
50
Master!
This doesn't really matter.
You have no right!
Alright, I think... Okay, now I just need to figure out what I'm
The
using this
titanium
bullet
arrow.
for. Maybe the first one.
It was in the
dojo
dojo.
locker, right?
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
So... Oh! I just realized my health is very low.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo. I have
No doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Back to Master! You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the
Let me just
dojo
make
locker,
sure which
right?
one's...
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as... It seems like an arrow would just be too
thin.
Back to You have
Okay.
no right!
If it isn't this, then, you know...
The
GG's.
titanium
titanium arrow. It was in the dojo.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay,
I refuse to give up yet.
alright. So maybe I have to use the tape bullet, truth bullet thingy. It has to be the duct tape, right? I mean, it has blood on it, so...
The titanium arrow. It was in the
Dojo
dojo.
locker, right? I
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin. Back to Mask. You have no right!
The titanium
Titanium arrow. It was
in the dojo.
locker. I have
No doubt that was the murder
Are
weapon.
you sure?
You don't sound
convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
So I had to use that bullet. I was just countering the wrong statement.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been
Alright,
too
well.
weak.
Alright.
That's why.
Another weapon?
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Dang, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo was to connect to the dojo locker. Okay, so the key, right? Oh, here we go.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Huh? She knew I was being attacked. Oh. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time
Uh-oh.
for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Don't tell me. Yeah. So many times I've hoped that that Byakuya would end up being a killer at one point just so we can vote him out and have him executed, but
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
come on, man. You gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Oh.
Those words you just spoke.
What exactly what I...
I'm not the killer.
Honestly, I forgot
You
about
should
that.
understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, but could I really have done that?
Oh man,
Those
I
words
know
you just
what.
spoke.
I
do you
don't know what
mean?
to like. How?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you hiding? Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the
Okay, no. Oh wait. Hold on. Maybe it's this.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I
First
said.
off, let's diffuse.
I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Oh shit.
what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own, but could I really have done that?
Come on, man.
Those words you just
Alright.
spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
This.
You should understand that.
This.
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, I
Could I
forgot.
really have done that?
I got distracted from... Okay.
Those
Well,
words
13 minutes, you know what?
Exactly what
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct? But
Could I really have done that?
Alright, let's try this.
Those words you just spoke.
exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya, what are you...
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't in the pit.
No, what's wrong? If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into
There
her
we go.
room
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. Oh, but this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is there something else? Is there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko had said earlier? Vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. What does that mean? Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should you do indeed? The victim was Mikuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's a lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means of solving the mystery, we have no choice. Oh, you didn't say that. I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Pursue the lie, let it go, or run away. Let it go. Pursue the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
Look, man. As much as we appreciate Kyoko, we can't just let that slide.
A lie.
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
It was definitely lying. It must be because there's some other deeper truth we want to keep hidden. Oh my goodness.
I didn't have the key to my room. Because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's the only explanation.
Kyoko herself told me before the trial started that she had stolen something very important from the headmaster's room. Oh,
I didn't
that's
have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into the room.
No, it's wrong. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Monokuma's secret tool, which can open up any lock. Yes, we remember that.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
Wait, no.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time
Are you
for voting
serious?
time, okay? Everyone,
No,
please vote using, but I guess we already know who the black end
That's-
is, don't?
No, please don't do this. This is not... Wait, are we actually gonna... Wait, don't... Don't actually... Good job, you got it right! Brilliantly right! You got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But... something strange is going on here. Something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No. Well, hold on, I didn't... No, wait, are they actually... No. Hi, Joyce, what's up? How's it going? No, wait, no, don't. Wait. Wait. No way, is this... Wait, no, this is not, wait. You got the bad ending? What? I got the bad ending? I didn't even know there were multiple endings. Oh god, What? Wait. It's funny because I've never seen this before. Oh, it makes two of us. Wait, don't actually do this, please. Can I go back? What? Can I just go back, like... Oh, God. Excuse me? Wait. No, wait, please. Can I just, wait. This is gonna take me back to the... What is this? What the... What the fuck is this? Peaceful only inside the school, peaceful only for... Wait, Toko, what? Why is there a pic... How are you doing? I need to watch pods. I'm doing okay. Wait, whoa, hold on a second. Why did... Did those three just...
No! This isn't right!
That picture better have been fake. I don't... Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's
Oh
claim?
my god. Oh. Damn, that was... Okay, that was... You got me. You know, that was funny. No, I thought... It was a dream. Oh, it was just a dream. Wow. Oh, that was, Okay, that's, I didn't know. I thought I picked the right choice, but, okay. Honestly, thank God that was... I was so scared I had to do all of that over again just to get the right ending. I didn't even know there were multiple endings to that. Okay, so let's just let it go, I guess. Okay, that just that left me speechless. Okay, there's no... I mean, oh, I know she didn't kill anyone. I just didn't think that they would kill her anyways. Okay. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap that killed him. You know what? I just want to confess that I was actually I wasn't, just pretending to pick the wrong one. I just wanted to see what would happen if I decided to expose
does no
her
one
lie.
have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
It was all just an act.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Yeah, we just wanted to know what happened if you picked the wrong answer. Of course, yeah, it was just a Twitch act, guys. Come on, you really think that I was actually trying to get her killed on purpose?
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Twitch master? Yeah, of course.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed,
Just you know,
suddenly shows up
had to
dead,
do it for the content,
and then
you know.
we're thrown into a
maybe
trial.
So, we just want to see all the ending. I'm a completionist. We're trying to see everything out that this game has to offer. That's why, that's why I picked it. Of course. Not because I... Anyways.
Kyoko even said, it's a trap the Mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote
What?
using the lever
Wait, who are we
in
voting?
front of you.
Voting time?
Who are we voting for? Wait, who are we voting for exactly? Oh. I still got an A. Nice.
Now,
I
who
did
will
it.
be chosen as the
First
puppet?
try.
Will
Also
you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
have some Gatorade to drink this time.
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, we're actually voting for someone. Who are we voting for? What? Wait, hold on a second, wait a minute, wait, that's me on the... I didn't kill anyone. You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong, I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. Huh? No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
Makes perfect sense.
Shing!
Same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. You need a drink from the trial. I do. I'm gonna have to take an extra sip. Oh, this is the Glacier Freeze, by the way. Had some. I was snacking on some stuff and had this to drink, so... Why do I... Yeah, what? Kyoko.
Don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Yeah, but Gatorade, I do. Not the cherry white one, but it's Gatorade.
Let's give it everything we
Wait,
got.
am I? No, wait, hold on.
It's
Am I actually about to die?
punishment
Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm not gonna die, right? What? Wait, am I really about to die? But you're the main character. Yeah, right? Main characters don't die, right? That's how it works. Oh, it's the same one as Kyoko's. This is gonna stop anytime soon, right? It's a prank, right? The machine's gonna... Someone's gonna intervene, right? Like, I'm not actually gonna get squished right here. It doesn't look like I'm tied down. Can you just jump off? Maybe you can just hop off the track, you know. Don't actually wait. Hold on. Hold on, wait. We can talk about this, guys. Let's not actually kill the main character now. Oh. Save me. Oh my god. Huh? Oh. So this is how I die. Goodbye, cruel world.
What?
Huh? Of course they wouldn't kill the main character. It's... What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Some stupid fires from that stupid guy. Planted when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It
Seems we finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
in other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? Barely felt a thing. It's a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? So is Makoto. You didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again.
Yaha!
Waste away in a garbage spoon pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. Bruh. It's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Up. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all of this? What the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. So, like, I fell head first. Am I, like, not dead? Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. Why are we talking like this at the beginning of the game? It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend to this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. Standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What was... Okay. Eh. What? Where am I? Woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What is going on? Whoa. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This was some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. I just wonder how I survived the fall. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. Power friends. With that, my pursuit of survival begins. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Oh. Well, well, well. Oops, wrong button. I guess we'll just... No, 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 do not load files. I'm going to... Alright. Save, and... I guess just look around. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Power plane ship. Okay, so... another thing down here. This is a desk. Probably the one that fell down here with me. Okay. Is that an airplane? It seems like that wind up in the school's garbage pit. Who knows? It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon... I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Well, that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. That's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. It's never gonna give you up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was cry. Just sit there and cry. Or go to sleep. Cry in my sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. It was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to drink or, well, eat or drink. I was gonna say drink or sleep. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. That's a lot of English that I can't speak. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Got crunch. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. Can't English every day. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched up my hand out toward whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. What the?
It smells awful.
Girl, you got some cup ramen on your head. Just right now. Makoto's like, I'll get that for you. Kyoko,
Indeed.
how'd you survive that fall? You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't that obvious? I'm here to help. Yummy! A snack appeared. Wow. Came falling right out of the sky. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. Got a bit of garbage in your hair. Slurp it. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Oh. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Oh, it's not such a bad thing to be good at. How nice. I had food, water, and Kyoko with me. Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Actually, in another alternate timeline I did. My bad. I just wanted to see what would happen. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. You kind of did, buddy. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
Well, listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Okay, well, let's find out. Why did you have to survive? What kind of question? I mean, cause she doesn't want to die? I don't know, you tell me, buddy. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive.
In other words...
Is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? Did I read that right? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? She forgot. had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. Oh, it's flashback. Amnesia. Don't we all technically have amnesia? Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school? First thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think either. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because you're the protagonist of this game, and protagonists usually are the winners. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. She said you're too boring to be the mastermind. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. What if he is the mastermind and he just forgot?
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Just like the dreams I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
You okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
You can rely on me any day. Nor I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. To think that's just her personality. Anything else you gotta say? So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Okay, let's find out. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Well, I totally believe that, considering the amount of stuff she's helped on throughout these chapters.
correct.
The reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why do you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
in other words,
Nani? I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster?
NANI?!
What? Wow, I would have thought. That explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I
Find a way. Eh? No matter what it takes, I will find the
No
headmaster.
matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Oh, I remember this. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had to, or what? Didn't know where anything was had been in there. Okay, I got confused for a second.
it's true.
That's my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I said if that were the truth, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. She remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So he went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Oh, okay. Can I go through this? Okay. More talking.
however,
Of course, once I got the second room, there were no cameras or monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
All I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. You killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Ah, okay. Makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's only one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh yeah, when the person came to my room. During the night.
I
can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death? What? Literally, I was like, what? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
This is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I heard a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and when I saw what was happening, I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That was the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate him. So all this would mean that whoever killed Makuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
Right, it is a contradiction. It's not just Makuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Makoto, you gotta stop repeating what people say like 2 seconds after they say it. It's kind of a bad habit you have. There's no doubt that Makuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
Think about it. The ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. I'm talking
That's
about
right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Dusker? Who was responsible for that? They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're...
indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Wow. Interesting. I feel like we're so close to... What is that? Dream Island rocket? It's a rocket? Okay. I feel like we're so close to finding out the secret. Ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway,
we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay, do we still need to talk to you? Cookie, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. It's mine. Can it? And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. And should be able to use on that door, right? So let's go use on the door. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. Then... Wow, it worked. Yes, it opened. Now I can get out of here. Let's go. Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Wow, that's pretty morbid. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Okay, that's... They could have had any other angle and they choose this one. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. Climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
It's true.
Conscious effort. It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride, so that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
that makes sense, I suppose. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Kirigiri. The reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? We would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
Taco. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
No
matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? You suck.
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name, so every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't. I feel like if you were under her, you wouldn't see it anyways either, so I don't know why you... Whatever. She probably would see something else though. I can see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
No, I lied. That was a joke. The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, they just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? That's true. Sometimes your closest friends might be a better family than your actual family, you know? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I'm so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
How is Shiny Sylvan? Yeah, how did you? I'm sure you finished it, right? Like, I left a little bit before you end the stream because I had to. My iPad was dying and I was like very tired. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I raised my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Wouldn't it be awkward if it was locked? You're just like, Kyoko, it's locked? The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out if you were there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. I somewhat finished it. I missed a lot of areas, but it's okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm sure it doesn't matter that much. Okay. So we got... Yeah, that's true. Inspect all this stuff. I'll send a pic later. Okay. Okie dokie. So, now what do we do? Glad I didn't die, of course, but if the Mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out, and it's not like we can run away. And she said that she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the Mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The Mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The Mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the Mastermind let their guard down.
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Still a little, super uneasy about this, but we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Well, I would, but I'm actually gonna end it here. Next time when I stream Danganronpa, we will approach Monokuma and see what it is. See what will happen. Let me just say it one more time, just to make sure. You know what? I might as well just say that. Just say that first. Third. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Okay. Okay. As long as you had fun, you create good content, anyways. Yeah. I mean, I had fun chilling, watching you paint your little demon Pokemon. But yeah, on the back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Honestly, I feel like, despite how long it's been, I feel like generally we did pretty okay. You know, haven't played in a while, but you know, regardless, I feel like we did pretty well. I don't think I will be streaming this, like, at the end of this week. I'm planning on watching Doctor Strange with our and some other friends, either Friday or Saturday. If I don't stream on Friday, then that means I'm watching Doctor Strange on that day. If not, then yeah, Saturday. But I'm gonna see who is not, if we can wait. Thanks for, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you know, coming to check out, having fun, interacting. I don't really see much people that are live, so I guess no raid today. Doctor Strange is so good. I heard really good things. I mean, a lot of people say Spider-Man No Way Home is still better, but honestly, it's a little bit difficult to beat No Way Home considering what happened in that movie. Just in case I will not spoil it. But yeah, you know, I still have high expectations for Doctor Strange. Especially the horror elements. I'm really into like the horror of movies and some games. You know, maybe I'll stream a horror game one day. But again, you know, hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for streaming. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Next time, I'll probably I'll stream next week, most likely. So yeah, for now this week we're pretty much no streams. Spider-Man's hard to beat, but Strange was awesome. Yeah, I'll look forward to it. I'll let you guys know next time I stream. I'll let you guys know how I felt about the movie. Spoiler, no spoilers, of course. I mean, I don't want to, not that kind of guy. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Peace out. Have a good one.